Hello and welcome back to my channel, Emma Jane's Garden. I'm Emma, this is my garden, and I have lost my voice. It's a really silly day to be making a video, but I needed to show you what's been going on in the garden. So I've been away on holiday for 8 days. Not the best time in the world to go on holiday, but it's half term with the kids. It's kind of the only time you can take them out of school. So we chose this week. I had loads of seedlings needed to go in the ground, but they were too small to go in the ground. I put a load of seeds out in the ground, just hoped and prayed they'd be okay. And I've just come down to check the plot and it's not great. I've lost nearly everything. I don't even know what to say. The roses and this garden is looking amazing, absolutely brilliant. And all my perennials are looking great. But I have lost basically every single annual that I planted. And I don't know whether it's just because I am really upset or because I'm actually feeling like crap. And I'm not feeling very well. But I feel like I'm going to cry because I've lost everything. I've lost all my seeds. I've lost everything for this year. All my annuals. Okay, we're at the beginning of June, so it's not too bad. I can direct sow. The ground is warm now, things should come up. There's a lot that I can direct sow. There's a lot of stuff I can't. You know, it's gone. I won't get it now. It's done. It's just really upsetting. I worked myself to the bone trying to get it all out and ready so that I could go on holiday and put everything out, and it's gone. I don't know. Deep breath. I haven't even looked in the polytunnel yet. I've had some lovely people looking after it for me. You know, they've been and watered, and you know, I said don't bother, it'll be fine, you know, but I know they've been and done it. But I think we've had some wet weather here, we've had some dry weather, and the slugs have just decimated the bloody lot. I did put a slug pellet down. I use the organic slug pellets, but obviously you have to put them down again after it's rained. And you know, I can't expect people to be on my plot 24/7. This is mine, you know, and I wasn't here. I haven't been here for 8 days. Right. Let's go and have a look at the polytunnel. We'll do this together. Let's have a look. One thing it is looking good is my Sweet William are looking at sown September last year, and these are looking amazing. I cut loads of this before I left as well, so I cut loads of this. Foxglove in the way, and like I said, I haven't even been this way yet, so this is a bit of, it looks like a jungle. You wouldn't think it would do this in 8 days. I mean, it's never the tidiest. Oh well, okay, this is making me happier. This is making me happier. So all my stocks are out. This is a shame because it means I can't use most of them because they're already over. Ranunculus have gone. I knew they were going anyway, so I'm not fussed with that, but there is some self-sown what do we call this? I can't even think. Larkspur, sorry. My brain's a bit addled today. The all layer's looking good. I know my friends cut it back for me so that it wouldn't completely go to seed. The Ami is just ridiculous. It's climbing up there. Needs a bit of a hack. But yeah, I know my friend's been cutting some stuff back for me so that it wouldn't completely go to seed. And I've got bits growing in here, so like I said, she's been looking after it in here for me. Some bits just need a bit of water, but it's been really hot the last couple of days apparently. So sunflowers are looking good. I can't actually even remember what these are. Oh, here, I've got a label, look at that. Oh, they're my phlox. I've got millet, sparkle grass. This is actually chickpeas. This is for foliage. I can't actually see what that says, but I've got some of those. My dahlias are all sprouted, which is amazing, and those are zinnias at the back. Quite a lot of the snapdragons are flowering, and so is the ginormous Ami on that side. Look at these stock, they are absolutely beautiful. But I don't know, I've got stuff to do. I've got this week that I can use these for. I apologise if you really can't understand me. Right, so I've got the Royal Cornwall Show coming up this week, which is a big agricultural show in Cornwall. I'm actually there showing my chickens, which I know sounds weird. When I first started this channel even, was to do with my chickens. And I used to show a lot of poultry. We haven't got very many left because over lockdown and to do with bird flu and stuff, we stopped showing poultry completely. But my daughter is showing her poultry, just her, not me. So we're going there on Thursday, but I've also been invited to flower up the marquee for the wedding marquee. And I think they're just having a few bits and pieces from me. Possibly my photo frame, if anyone's seen that. And then I've also got the funeral directors that I work quite closely with. I'm doing them bespoke items for them to have on their stall as well. So I've got quite a lot I can use stuff for this year. So I'm not overly worried if things are slightly going over, because they only need to last 3 days. So, and then that's it, because it's a 3-day show. This behind me is actually a grape, and it gave me so many grapes last year, but they got pips, which is a bit annoying. But I think they're lovely. So I don't mind that growing. Meant to be sunflowers, and they've been in 3 weeks now and they've done nothing. So I am going to contact the company that these came from and say they haven't come up, because they're meant to be the autumn ones, and sunflowers normally come up within a couple of days. So that's something's not right on that. These are my Chantilly ones. These are new. I haven't grown these ones before. Really pretty. These are the ones that I left in over winter, and then they've started flowering, so I cut them all back. They're actually looking all right. There's a few there I'll be able to use. The zinnias are looking amazing, so I'll be putting them out tomorrow or something. And all my there's only one that isn't sprouting, but this is one that I dug up from the garden, so I'm not sure whether it was any good or not. But these are all coming. This one I was worried wasn't going to come, because it's one I really like. I don't know if I've got the picture of it here, but I really wanted this one and this one. So I'm glad those two have come up. Okay, I'm feeling a bit better now. I was feeling quite emotional a minute ago, because when you put in so much hard work for it all to just be, it's quite depressing. Luckily it's only a couple of beds worth of flowers, but it is flowers that I was growing for a specific wedding that I've got later in the year. But it's fine. It's fine. I've got other local growers I can source flowers from. It's not like I won't have any at all. I just wanted to grow them myself, you know, because that's what I do. I grow them. But she will have what she wants. It's not a problem. I will have the things she wants. Oh, and look at the dahlias. The dahlias, I don't know if you can pick it up, the green, they are all starting to sprout. I did put slug pellet around most of them just before I left, and this was a new bed that I planted, and they're all just starting. Oh, that's really bad because I'm in the picture. But yeah, I planted all these literally like the day, in fact it was the night before I left, I planted this whole bed. So they're all doing well, and I planted a new one here as well. But yeah, I can see them all starting to come, so I need to mollycoddle these ones. I really need to look after the dahlias, because they are my biggest earner. They really are. That's why I've got so many, and I'm increasing the more I have, because the dahlias are at the end of the year and they go right through until the last frost, so they are my biggest earner. So I need to really look after those. So I'm glad they're all popping their little heads up. Let's have a look. So come on, let's go and show you. It's not actually as bad as it looks. I think I'm just feeling a bit emotional, that's all. So my Amy did fall down, but I made the cage and I didn't put anything around it, so that was my own fault. So as you can see, all the perennials that I've split not long ago, they're all looking good. That's the phlox, and then at the back, that's all phlox actually. This whole row's phlox, and then I've got some Rebecca at the front. For some reason I lost those two. They've been eaten, but the others hadn't. It's weird. At the beginning of my sunflowers, this is all going to be sunflowers. They're there. I have got some. I planted some runner beans literally just before I left to go up this trellis, and that's done. So they're not looking so bad. So all the perennials this side are actually looking okay. It's this side that's looking a bit sad. So this still isn't growing. So I did direct sow a load more Phacelia just before I left, and I've noticed that it is all coming up. Let me see. I don't know if you can see it. There. It's the darker leaves. these guys, and it is really popping up all over the place now. So I think I just planted it too early. This bed's looking fine. This bed's looking fine. This is all stuff that I'd done a couple of weeks before. This bed was completely planted up with 3 rows of everything. This is specifically was for somebody's wedding, so this is actually quite disappointing. But there we go. My sweet pea's not looking great either, but I might just nip to a garden centre and see if I can find some more sweet peas. Sweet peas I'm not worried about. I do grow them for myself. I do use the tendrils and stuff in wedding work, but if I haven't got any, I haven't got any. But I've got a few there that are looking okay, so that'll be fine. So yeah, that bed's just really disappointing because that was basically an entire wedding, sunflower wedding. But it's not, like I said, it's not a problem. I can get them from other people. It just means I haven't grown it myself, which is what I wanted to do. But there is pockets of what was it that was in there? So the sunflowers were over there, and it was the Rudbeckia that was over here. This was a whole row of all different types of Rudbeckia. Luckily I've got some of the bigger Rudbeckia over there, which is the big marmalade ones, which is the big yellow ones. And then this was the autumn coloured ones, and then some other yellow with like the green eye and stuff like that. And then I can't remember what was at the front, but that's all gone too. But yeah, there we go. So the rest of this allotment isn't looking too bad, actually. It was just a bit of a shock. Oh, block the gate. It was the trays up here on this allotment. I walked past them because I forgot about those. Unfortunately, I lost all of these, so I put them in a tray, and maybe they've just got so waterlogged. I'm just really annoyed because this was my Coreopsis, I can't even say it, Coreopsis, which is the yellow with the flowers, and then this was, what was this? I can't even make that out now. Spirea or something, and then this was, I don't know. There was, anyway, all of this. This was my phlox. I think this might have been something to do with phlox as well. I don't know. Anyway, all 3 of these trays have gone. Dahlia's okay. This whole tray went as well. And these were my heleniums. This was a whole tray of this really cool grass from Chilterns called Vulcan. Gone. I mean, it's not gone. I mean, I've got 1 or 2. So hopefully I'll just let it go to seed. Might get some more. And then in here, these were actually these... it's a perennial cornflower type thing, and they've just been mullered by the stupid slugs. That one doesn't look too bad actually, but these were from last year and I last left them in the pot, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. Blue moon, not looking great. She needs to go out real bad. But the success story is definitely the rose garden. The rose garden is definitely a success this year. I love this chocolate, hot chocolate this is called. She's absolutely, it's showing more red on the camera, but she's beautiful, absolutely. I love this hot chocolate. But it's just looking lovely. And I've got the alliums at the back. If I could make my garden look like this at home, I would. Fortunately, the deer have other ideas for that, and they like to eat everything that is in this garden. And the deer live in my garden, so my garden cannot have any of this in it. Right, well that is it for today. Just a little real quick tour of my post holiday garden and what I have lost. And yeah, I've had a few tears about it, but you know what? It's just the way it is. Gardening is like this. This is why growing cut flowers and doing floristry is so difficult. It's so difficult because you can't tell somebody that you can have this and this and this, because things like this happen and there's nothing you can do about it. What can you do? But I've got loads more to do. I've got to go and get my dog from my parents' house now, and I've got a really good tour of my mum's garden coming out, and that should be on YouTube either just before this video, if not I'll link it here anyway, or just after this video, but I'll put a link for that video anyway. But my mum's garden is absolutely stunning, so check that video out because her garden is slightly better than mine. I'm going to go and get my dog because he's going to have missed me. Well, I've missed him. I hope he's missed me. And I will see you all in the next video. If you do like my videos and you'd like to give me a little helping hand, please buy me a coffee. Link is in description below. And they really do help me make the videos. I've been able to buy a microphone, which I haven't got today because I wasn't going to make a video, but I just needed to make this video today, maybe just for myself. But yeah, I've got my microphone now, and it just means I can, do this and make videos that hopefully you enjoy. Anyway, I will see you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.